Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the private Everlasting server. We are with Silver Phoenix, our martial arts super reflex scrapper, who's level 37 on our way to 38. I thought you were going to see some debt here, but apparently not. I don't know if that's because there's a prison in this mission or not. So here's what happened, guys. We're trying to stop the circle from sacrificing people to their evil envoy. The envoy is the demon that was summoned, and he's going to try to summon something even bigger. And so we're going in here to stop him and stop the sacrifices. So there are 8 victims to find, and we have to look for clues. Now, I already recorded most of this mission. I was near the end of it. And my tray was getting lower and lower because we're fighting Nervous Spectral Demons, even though it's +1. They're pretty tough. And I got to the point where there was a purple elite boss, and I didn't see him. I had targeted a Nerva, and I always go after them first. And I started pounding the Nerva, and this looked like a normal Behemoth Lieutenant, and all of a sudden I was taking all this damage, and I clicked on him and like, oh gosh, he's a elite boss, and then I died, right? Got knocked unconscious. And when you res in this base, because there's a prison in it, I resed in the prison. And I started beating on the doors, and I said, you know what, the doors take a long time. My tray of inspirations was empty. To beat the elite boss, I'm going to need inspirations anyway, so let's just use this Oro thing and teleport out. So I'll just cheat that way, right? And let's see if it lets me do it. So I did it. And I don't know if it's because of that or my computer's experiencing some issues or what, but I crashed. I lost the recording, and when I logged back in, the mission had been reset. So you didn't get to see me being ignominiously defeated. Sorry about that. I'm sure some people might have enjoyed it because we've only been like defeated twice with 2 or 3 times with this character ever. And it, might want to see me being ignominiously defeated. Sorry about that, guys. Not this time. I just, I didn't try to avoid it. I was going to, certainly upload the video, but it crashed. And trust me, I didn't really want to do the mission over again. I'm going to try to be much more careful about saving these inspirations, so it means that I may be running from things. I may be pulling. I may, have to pull things all the way to the mission door or whatever to try and mitigate damage. Because I know the elite boss is coming. We're going to need all the lux. We're going to need all the damage. We're going to need the 2-hit. We're going to need to work really hard to take the Nerva demon out first. We have to do that. But the problem is I didn't realize I was fighting this elite boss until he did so much damage to me it was too late. So now that I've been in this map, I know a little bit about it, and I know we're going to want to go into all the nooks before we head west, simply because those nooks may contain hostages, and we got to save them. And then the elite boss is pretty much all the way to the northwest, I think. Actually, don't remember every detail of the map, of course. But all right, so we got to look for hostages, and obviously we have to defeat the rest of these guys on the way. We don't have to lead the hostages out, fortunately. So that's good, because that would take a really long time in a map like this. You see, that's the tough part about saying, oh, I don't want to use my inspirations, because if you do that... Now there's a hostage down here, I think. And so they're going to see us if we try to go over the bridge, the bad guys down there, so I'm going to taunt them over here. Right, because otherwise the guys in the water are going to see me. And one of the things that happened last time is I didn't realize that. I jumped down, and I got pounded by the guys in the water, along with these guys. So this way, we're only staying up here. The guys down there can't see us. They don't hear us. All of the villains, pretty much, in City of Heroes are deaf. Now, I mean, like, not in character, but, they don't hear you up here. If you don't come into their line of sight, they don't hear you. So the guys down below didn't hear me kicking the crap out of their buddies. Right, these guys down here did not hear us. As long as I don't come into their line of sight, they won't notice us. So I'm going to move up this way, cross this way, and come down, so I can see what's in the water. Now, there's nobody in the water this time, so the spawn point must be different. There was a hostage down there. So again, let's see if I've got range. I don't have range on that guy. Okay, let's try to pull him up. Right, so he's going to come up, I think. Yep, without any of his buddies. And again, one of the reasons I'm doing this slowly is just so that I don't have to use inspirations, because I know we're going to need them for the elite boss. Let them come to me. Right, you break line of sight so that they have to come to the point where they at least see you. Right, and he doesn't generally bring, he'll bring the rest of his spawn, but he won't bring things that aren't in his spawn. And now we're going to position ourselves over here so that we don't knock down. Right, so he brought the rest of his spawn. Right, this guy's trying to come, but he didn't bring anybody else. Right, and we're going to pull this guy back. And you can see the difference in the Circle of Thorns difficulty. Do I pull Rikti? Nope. I just go right after him. Right, but these guys are so bad for our character. Here's the hostage. They're so bad for our character that we have to play more cautiously, unless you want to faceplant a lot. Okay, so we saved one hostage. Now we can go down. You see, there was a spawn here. There was a spawn here. There was a spawn down here. If I had run across the bridge, I would have aggroed all 3 spawns, and I would have been fighting like 9 guys. Right? So that's why, you know, with these guys, you have to be very, very careful. But even if that was Rikti, fighting like 9 Rikti would be non-trivial. Right? Just because... yeah, so now we have a hard time hitting. Just because having that many guys swinging at you, especially with super reflexes, right, having that many guys swinging at you means some of them are going to hit, and we have no real resistance, right? I mean, we could look at that. We could turn our resistances on just to see, right, how much damage resistance we have. Let's just add a few. You can't put them all up, but we can monitor a few. Let's see, we'll do 1. Smashing and lethal are usually identical. Fire and cold are usually identical. Energy and negative energy are usually identical. And psionic and toxic are usually pretty close to identical. So there we go. So I have 3% resistance to psionic and toxic and 1% resistance to smashing and lethal, and that's it on this character. So we don't have any resistances, so that means if they're doing big damage and they're hitting us a lot, they will get us. Now I'm going to turn stealth on here because sometimes there's multiple spawns in these hallways and we're going to have to, we don't want to blunder into 2 of them. And we're going to have to see where this all leads. Okay, so there's a bunch of spawns in here too. I think there's some guys on this side. There are, so let's taunt them. We'll turn stealth off because we don't need it, and we're going to just pull them back. Because again, this room, at least when I went in last time, had 3 different spawns, and I ended up, because I walked through the door without stealth or anything on, I ended up aggroing all 3 spawns together, and then I was in trouble. And I had to use a bunch of inspirations just to survive. Yeah. And the problem is, too, it's the stacking, right? If you get 2 demons and 2 earthcasters, right, they stack their debuffs on you, and then you can't hit anything, you're missing, and they're pounding you. And so your defenses have been debuffed, your 2 hits been debuffed, and so you have to stand there a really long time with reduced defenses trying to defeat these guys. Look how long it's taking to beat this guy. Okay. Back to stealth. Okay, we freed that hostage, that's good. So we can come in here and go this way. Right, so you see there's another spawn right there. So we'll taunt them and pull back, and this won't get... So there were 3 spawns, right? There were the kidnappers on the left side, and then there were 2 spawns of guys on the right side. So there were 3 spawns in the same place. You step into that room. Let's pull out of this. You step into that room, and you've got in a bunch of them are the earth casters. No, you need to come to me and get out of that thing, because I am not. You need to come to me. I am not going in there. I'm talking to the guide, by the way. I see the Earththorn guys coming to me, but I wanted to get rid of him first, because he was so far down in hit points, and I just figured, you know, get rid of one guy. At least there's one less guy shooting at you. But we're going to stand in here, guys. We're going to have to. If we have to run, we run. We're not going to use any inspirations, because we're going to try to use them on only the powerful guys. We have our own 2-buff inspiration that recharges every 45 seconds, which is Focus Chi. We'll wrestle when we need to. This is not Scrapper Lock, right? I went through this mission with Scrapper Lock. You can't, as a reflex scrapper at this level, I just can't do Scrapper Lock with the Circle of Thorns. They've got my number. So we're going to be careful. We're going to go through this a little at a time. Now, these are just guides and an Earththorn caster, so this should be fine. But yeah, imagine all 3 guides, all, what was it, 5 or 6 Earththorn casters. Yeah, I'm not standing in the mud, right? I'm not standing in that quicksand. There's no way. But imagine, was it 3 guides, and there were like 2 and 1, 3 guides and 5 Earththorn casters all coming at me at once. That's what happened the first time I went into this room. So I had to use inspirations just to survive. This is everybody, right? Yep. Okay. Oh, and then I had this problem. And I don't know what it is about this map, but you can actually run up the walls of the map. And so I was running in, and when I tried to run out, I kept doing this. And they're shooting at me while I'm doing that, and that was stupid. So I'm being a lot more careful and playing it the right way this time. I was busy jawboning about something, and I don't remember what. I might have been talking about as I might have been expanding on what I was talking about last time about the defense soft cap, and how there isn't really a soft cap. It's just that you can't take the villains below 5%. And so 45% defense gets a white con minion to the minimum to hit. And any more than that, any more defense than that is just sort of overkill. But yellow cons have higher chance to hit you. And I think we checked and saw with the Vajaloks when they were yellow, if you go back and watch an earlier video, that I think even yellow minions go from a 50% to like a 62% chance to hit or something like that. I mean, I might be wrong about that, but they definitely have an elevated chance to hit. So even if it's just 50%, 55% instead of 50, then you're not capped at 45. But we're not going to talk about that anymore. I just want to, that's just, you know, I was busy jawboning about that, and I screwed up a lot, right? And I messed up a lot of stuff. And so I ended up having to use inspirations when I probably shouldn't have, and things like that. Okay, so there's nothing there. There's a guy over there, so let's go see him. Earththorn and a behemoth. So we'll take care of the Earththorn first. These guys. And the behemoths hit me a lot. So the behemoth has a 22% chance to hit. Right? With me at a 32%. Right, so that means he has a 55% chance to hit me. Right, so 45 is not the cap against him, it's 50. Right, because 50 would floor him, not a 45. Alright, so there's guys over there. Guys over there. And guys anywhere else? Alright, let's head down. Those are just torches. Okay, so let's go this way. 2 Nervas and an Earth. Well, let's take care of the Earth first. We don't want that mud, quicksand, whatever coming out. So he has a 19% chance to hit. Right, that means he has a 51. So a 46 would floor him. I don't know why he had a 51%. It probably has to do with these fractions. He probably has a 50%. But it's only minions that have a 50% chance to hit you, that are your even level, maybe a level or two above you. But as the level difference starts to increase, as the rank difference starts to increase, right? Lieutenants have a 55, 56% chance. Bosses have a 65% chance. And so that's why it is worth having more than a 45 defense. Okay. So 2 Earthhorns and a guide. We're going to take the guide up first just because he'll be faster. Nope, I am not standing in that. You guys can do that to me all you want. I am not standing in it. Oh. Where is he? There they are. Okay, now we're going to knock him down. That's good. Focus Chi. This is a much better run through this mission than I did the last time. I hear a glowy. It's not in here, it must be up above. There it is. And this is a different spot from the last time. This is an altar. We're gonna get a clue. No? Alright, well, we've got 5 more victims to find. It's south. I think the elite boss is north, but I could be wrong. Head back this way. This is another one where yeah, so this is the prison, and I walk in every time. I see guys on one side, I walk in and I get blindsided by guys on the other side. So let's see. Who's where? There we are. Taunt. And we pull him back, because there are going to be guys on both sides, and there's like 3 spawns near the door. Okay, that takes him out. Back to stealth. Let's see what we got over there. There should be another guy. Let's see, there's a guy's right there, too. Can we taunt him? We can. Okay, let's grab him. I guess we only bring a few of them. It doesn't matter, like, if we trigger part of one spawn, part of the other, I don't care. I just don't want them all coming at once. Behemoth. Is that just a regular behemoth, or is that the boss? It's just the regular behemoth. Okay, so let's taunt him. Pull him back. Yeah, see, those 2 guys jumped me along with the 3 Earththorn mages that were on the other side. And then while I was fighting them, there's another group that's a little further to the left. And I knocked somebody back and followed them and then aggroed that group too. So I ended up fighting 3 different spawns. Let's stealth up. Because there's another spawn over there, so I knocked somebody back here, and then somebody there saw me and everything. So, but this is fine. And I'm not going to run out of the mud now because I've got him. As you can see that the mud is decreasing our defense by about 8%. Right, so this is quicksand. Minus speed, minus fly, minus jump, minus defense. Right? So it does minus 90% run speed, 10 fly protection, so it drops the fly, minus 18 defense on the target. So I don't know why it's only doing 8 to me. I must have resistance to the debuff. So we're going to pull this guy, bring him back. We don't have to go quite so far back now because the entrance has been cleared. So let's look. He has a 24% chance to hit. So this guy has like a 57, right? I've got a 33 defense. He has about a 24% chance to hit. He has about a 57% base chance to hit. This means that defenses up to 52 would help me, right? Because he wouldn't be floored unless I had a 52 defense. Alright, now there are some guys down in the water, I think, too. So we want to get to them in case we do knock down into the water. Nobody? Yep, right there. It's going to be impossible. Let's just do a pull. See, they have these spawns so close that if you don't pull, you're definitely going to get multiple spawns at once. And I absolutely love Warrior's Challenge. Again, I would bet you that most builds say don't take it. Waste, you don't need it as a scrapper. Look how useful it's been just in this mission. Now you could say, well, you could use that little dagger, but what am I going to do? Enhance the dagger for range? I can enhance taunt for both taunt and range if I want. And it works very surgically, which I really like. Is there anybody else around? There doesn't seem to be, so I think we can go in here. Knock this guy over. You can definitely see doing this mission at +2 would be really awful. I mean, it would take forever. We wouldn't be able to be under such control like this. Our hit points would be dropping much faster. It would take a lot longer to take everything out. It would be much more difficult. One of the things I hate about this room is that the barriers count as villains. Oh, and there's the Envoy of Shadow. Whoa. He wasn't in here the last time. Is he aggroed to me? Does he have anybody else around him? He's got an Earth Thorn. Alright, we're going to have to go around the other way. Wow, I did not know he was here. He was in a totally different room last time. So we're going to clean the rest of the room out. Well, if we can. Envoy of Shadow. Yeah, see, he just looks like a Behemoth Overlord. So we're going to pull these guys back. And again, you always want to break line of sight if you can, because if you don't, they'll just throw ranged attacks at you. So you pull them back so that... Otherwise, they'll just stand there shooting at you. And then that's not a pull. Oh. This guy. And I'm going to break line of sight by going down. Yeah, here he comes. What I don't like about this Envoy being in this room is I can't just get up high somewhere and use tab target to make sure there's nothing else in the room. Oops, because the doors also will tab, right? And so it's going to be really hard to make sure I've got the room completely clear before I go after him. One at a time, and then we go after the Envoy of Shadows. Okay, we pulled him back far enough. Here we go. One advantage of Focus Chi is, one advantage of pulling like this is Focus Chi gets renewed for almost every, basically for every guy in the room. So there's a magical barrier. Does the Envoy have a buddy with him? They usually do. Let's see if we can go this way. Yep, see there's an Earththorn caster right there who's probably linked to that guy, but we might be able to pull him back. Let's see if we can get him. Yeah, got him. Because I don't want him debuffing me or dealing, you know, attacking me and me being unable to hit him while the Envoy is pounding on me. Okay, we got him. Is the Envoy, let's stealth up, just to decrease the aggro range. Is he by himself? He is by himself. Alright, guys. See, now I'm going over the soft cap because he's got like a 65-70% chance to hit me. And now what do we take him to? 7, right? He's almost floored. So he shouldn't hit me much. And we have 2 more Lux to use if these run out before we beat him up. Let's see if we can knock him down. Wow, see, he still hit me. If he hits you, you're in big trouble. Let's do another accuracy. Wow, he's still hitting me. More damage. Am I being debuffed? I am being debuffed. Negative accuracy, yep. Look at this. I might not be able to beat him, guys. He's still hitting me through all those Lux. We have him floored. And he's still hitting me. And I don't think he's debuffing my defense. He's not being knocked down either. And he healed. I'm gonna have to run. Move. So we have to get out of his aggro. Oh, this'll help. He won't heal up as fast as we do. We go through the portal. He can't come through the portal, I believe. We rest. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do this without any buffs, so I don't know if we're going to be able to take him. But he's done his heal, so he shouldn't have that available anymore. This is where I wish I had Elude, because I could have popped Elude and floored him without the Lux. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Alright, buddy. Me and you. Look at that. 1 hit, and he's got me down that far. So we're not going to be able to beat him. Wow. And this is where I tried Ouroboros and the game crashed. So I might not be able to succeed at this mission. Because he hits me through... You know, if he gets lucky enough to hit me, and if we look at his hit rolls... not that far. He had 27% chance to hit me. But the problem is him just rolling really well. Right, he rolled a 19 here. He rolled a 6 here. Oh no, I rolled a 6. Yeah, no, he just keeps hitting me. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to carry more heals. I just won't need the endurances. I'll go ahead and use them here. The accuracies may be not as much damage carrying more heals because my dodge is just not working. We do have debt this time. We didn't get debt the last time, so I don't know if there was maybe a mini server crash when I tried to go to Ouroboros. I really don't know. Yeah, so this just takes forever because you're breaking out of prison. And then I'm going to have to basically run out of the mission. And after all this, we're still going to have to find 4 victims. So what I may do is do the rest of it and see what inspirations I get, and then come back to face him. He's going to be at full hit points. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I may just have to stop and call in help. Or even reset the mission to like -1 so I can actually beat him. I just don't know. If this was going to get us to level 37, I'd say maybe the mission could level me and then I could run in here with the leveling buffs and kick his butt that way. But I don't really know. I don't think we're going to get that much XP. Especially since we have debt now. Alright, let's hit stealth. So he can't see me. Yep, he's already almost fully recovered. Elite bosses heal really fast. So let's do the rest of the mission and see if we can get some more inspirations. Okay, we're going to have to pull these guys. I doubt we're going to get the right inspirations that we need, but you never know. These guys are horrible too. At least we've cleared the room with him in it. Oh, you know, one of the things I could do is throw on my temporary powers. I do have some left over. I've got a bunch of them, like Clockworks, I think. Oh, I can summon a wolf. Oh, that'll help. I'll summon a werewolf. Yep, I'm going to have to use some of my temporary powers, guys. So we can do that. Let's up this. So, summon werewolf. That we can use. Oh, hang on. Let's move this to 4. That is holy shotgun shells. I don't think we need that. Confiscated beanbag. We don't need that. This is Cryonite armor. Defense. Resistance to cold. But what is this? This is resistance to all. The wedding band. And the resistance is 30% to all damage. Okay, we're definitely going to want that. And the werewolf. Any other temporary powers that we need? Nemesis staff, holy shotgun shells. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to trigger these temporary powers against him once we have enough inspirations, right? That looks like a hostage there. I mean, the problem was I had him floored and he was hitting me anyway. Right, so 2 Lux was enough to floor him, take him down to 7%, and he was hitting me anyway. So I don't know if they just have some sort of, like, auto-hit powers or something. I really don't know. Is there another hostage there? There is. I want to head up just so I can take a look. Okay, there's more up here too. Come on. This is where the envoy was last time. Alright, this should be okay. I went too far because I got super jump on. Alright, we got a heal. We're going to need definitely those. Yeah, these beacons are wildly accurate. I don't know what the story is. Like, them I can knock down. Man, I'm getting hit left and right. Gotta rest. So we don't need that. Back to that. Okay. Gotta rest. Alright, so... yeah, we're gonna need all these Lux. Probably at least 5 heals. And then I'll keep these 2 damages so I can use these 2. But, alright, let's see. Is there anybody in here? Now, what I really wanted to do was go up, right? And see what there was to see from up above. Okay. Huh. Shame. See, these guys can't be knocked down either, which is part of the problem. And look at that. How fast they do damage to you. But we're definitely going to use the Werewolves to help tank for us. May as well go ahead and use that. Can't hit him. Okay. Whew. Barely won that fight. What's this? So look at this, what this does to you. Midnight Grasp. 69 damage, 10 DOT, immobilize, and minus 5% chance to hit. So they hit you with a bunch of those. And you're screwed. Now there's another pair of guys. That's the ones with the hostages. Alright. Okay, we got that one. We have 2 more victims to find. Well, let's check down below. I don't think there's anybody down here, but let's check. Hey, policeman, don't come down here. You don't have super jump. How are you going to get up? So wait a minute, where else can the hostages be? There's no exit there. So where are the other 2 hostages? I mean, if I can't find them, there's no point to doing the rest of the mission because I can't complete it anyway. Alright, there's no point to fighting the elite boss until I've rescued all the hostages. Over here, maybe? Is there an exit? Aha. No. There's no exit there. Maybe over here? Yes. Okay. Okay. Earththorn. And Behemoth Overlord. Okay. Yeah, there's all these spawns but no hostages. Where are the hostages? Give me the hostages. Tell me where your victims are. There's a hostage. There's only one more to find. So what is this area? Ah, up here. Okay, hang on. Oh, I hate this. Now, where is the other hostage? I have no idea where the other hostage is. The last victim. I don't know. Oh, maybe in here. Yes. Alright. Come on, go. What? Oh man, I wanted to fight the Envoy of Shadows. I didn't know it was going to complete the mission. Now I can't go out and get inspirations. There's no way we're going to beat him without them, so I guess we have to stop. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe we'll face him in the next mission. Um, I actually have to go on a trip, so I don't have a lot longer to do this anyway. Um, yeah, I guess I chickened out a little bit. I mean, we could have fought him with this tray, but with no Lux and only one heal, he would have just absolutely owned me. Alright, let's call our contact. And we didn't get any reward merits, so that's not the end of the story arc. So we are going to probably have to fight the Envoy again. I feel like there were 2 or 3 times when you could fight him in this, so hopefully next time I'll be ready and we'll be able to beat him. He says, "You saved a lot of lives today. It may have disrupted the Envoy's negotiations, according to Akarist. That won't be enough to stop things, but it should slow them down." Right, and then his next one is going to be continuing this arc, but I have to go on about a 2-week-long trip, so I'm not going to be able to do any more of this for a while. There won't be any, I don't think there'll be any pauses. I don't think there'll be any pauses after in uploads after this video, because uploading like in the 30s right now. I can only upload, I've tried to upload sometimes 2 videos a day, but I really just can't upload more than that. It takes about 2 hours to upload a single 30-minute video to YouTube, and then it has to process it and everything. So I really can only do it once or twice a day. And like for instance today, I knew I didn't have 2 hours, so I didn't even start an upload. So this is actually the end of June right now when I'm recording this, and my calculations are that it'll probably be something like Labor Day, like September, by the time I post it. So I'm sorry that it takes so long to post, but there's just no way that I can post all of those. I'm trying to decide which zone I want to go to. Let's see. We'll go to Talos Island. There's no way I can post all of those videos as fast as I do them. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll be back next time with more City of Heroes.